Now, if you see my first video on Nick Fuentes and Fresh and Fit, he said the N-word. Go watch that video. But I seen the 4-hour podcast he did. He did 2 of them. It was extremely interesting, and there was some good talking points. And I have to admit, ladies and gentlemen, he didn't say anything that any other pro-black would have said. Somebody like, for example, O'Shea. O'Shea has said openly, hey, I don't date outside my race. What's his name? O'Shea Du Jackson. I don't date outside my race. I don't work with white people. I don't do business with white people. That's why he's in quote unquote in Africa, according to him. And Nick Fuentes kind of said the same thing in these clips. Now, obviously, I can't put all 4 hours, but it's extremely important that you watch these clips. Don't skip. Let's have a discussion on the comment section. Is he right? Is he wrong? Is he racist? Let's talk about it in the comment section, and make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Catch you guys on the next one. Let's talk about it.
Another Asian person, I really do get that. But if someone is like, you know, an Asian person who says, I'll date anyone besides Hispanics, that's, you know, it's a little sticky.
I see. Why don't we just go around the panel? Can I say my position first?
Yes,
is that
go.
all right?
Yes, I can't wait to hear
I know.
yours.
Yeah, you guys are probably curious. So here's my position. Okay, it's a little. Okay, you're gonna be surprised about this. I think.
Me?
Yeah. So I've actually said on my show a lot. It's a little controversial in my community, but I'm actually attracted to women of all groups, of all races.
Okay.
Okay. See, I'm 21st century. Well, here's the controversy. But I would never date someone from outside my race.
I agree.
Okay.
But here's why. So I'm Catholic. You know, my body count 0. I want to have sex with my wife, just my wife. And I only want to have sex to have kids. And I want kids that are from the same group as me. I want white kids. So naturally, it follows if I want to have a wife and I want to have white kids, then I shouldn't date someone outside my race because I'm not going to marry them.
Correct.
So that's my position.
Yeah.
But we'll go around. What do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts on it in general? What about you? So I'm sorry. Someone had a phone.
I was gonna say, if that's the way you think, Baby Blue, then keep that in your vicinity, because you know.
But he has the right to not.
I agree. I agree.
Of
Because
course.
dating outside my race makes me feel weird. I've done it just to make sure that, you know.
What was his race?
He a Nicaragua. He still had color. You feel me? He was Hispanic. But at the same time, he still wasn't a black man. You get what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, love y'all, but I ain't gonna date you, baby. You get what I'm saying? And I get that. Because I want black babies. So if I want black babies and I want the black race to continue, I'm going to, you know, lay down.
It's like he's trying to push his racial agenda. We're doing the same by not.
Yeah. I mean, but
because it was cute how his message had a racial undertone and yours didn't.
No,
When you guys
no.
said the exact same thing.
No, the only reason why mine didn't have a racial undertone is because I'm black and he's white, and people like
No, not necessarily, because you called it interracial dating and he called it race mixing.
Yeah.
That is just.
Oh no, I was talking about his example. Like, he is a white guy who wants to date white women to have like white cultural standards. Where my example was
a black girl, and he said it with a smile. No.
Right.
And I said, okay, I don't care because I wouldn't date a white man.
That's fine.
That's right.
And then he called me racist.
Well, I said that as a joke, though. I said that laughingly, in a friendly way. Well, but here's the thing. We are saying a different thing, because you're saying culture, but I'm saying race.
Exactly.
And I think that, but here's the thing. I feel like if a white person talks about their race and the way the black people talk about theirs, they get called racist. But you said you want to have black babies because you want the black race to continue. That's why I want to have white kids, because I want the white race to continue.
Well, it's racist because of historical and because of systemic racism that runs in white culture.
So, but what's racist about me wanting to have white kids?
Nothing is racist about you, particularly because you're 24 years old. However, coming from a white, an Anglo background, and you know, our country was built on the backs of slaves and or taking people's land and or acting like it's ours. It's always going to be there. So yeah, and the fact that white proud guys go, we're the superior race. So you can't act like that doesn't happen either. So just because you're sitting here going, oh, well, I'm different. I like y'all. I'm just not gonna date y'all.
But
it's still the same.
both people didn't mention anything about superior. Even I did not mention anything about.
No,
superior.
I didn't say that. I'm
She's
just
saying the
talking about
background.
culturally and historically. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
She's
Like,
saying
I'm
the
not saying
background.
nobody said that.
Oh, so like
Right.
societally now the air is different because
Systemic
his
racism
ancestors,
is real.
his ancestors might have had like totally bad intentions.
They did.
I don't even think it's too far removed from
Wait,
him.
no,
It's probably like his
yeah, wait.
parents.
My ancestors have bad intentions.
in the
Well, I
sense.
mean, you're a white man. Like, I'm sorry.
Well,
I
but you don't.
mean-
But you're making assumptions. I mean, what
I'm
background
sorry.
am I? Do you know?
Right.
You said Italian beforehand.
Easy.
Yeah. So my
I mean, the
well, I'll just-
Italians supported Hitler, didn't they?
what ability look like though?
Privilege.
Exactly. What
Well,
does account
you
look
tell me,
like?
you
It
tell
looks
me.
like
It looks like
Wow.
reparations.
It looks like privilege.
No way.
No, it looks like reparations. It looks like owning what your
Owning up.
ancestors
Yeah,
did.
absolutely.
It looks like not trying to whitewash history.
Okay.
It looks like
Erase it. Period.
I mean, or erase it, right?
teaching.
it looks like things like
history
that.
as it was.
So how would you do reparations? Would you tax all the white people and give it to all the black people?
No, I'm against that shit.
No, if we're talking about reparations, one of the first things I would do would find a way to fund education publicly that does not disadvantage low socioeconomic status
Mhm.
households, because unfortunately right now a lot of Black and Hispanic people are living in low socioeconomic status,
Mhm.
and when we have education that is funded by the neighborhood, you're putting people at a disadvantage.
We tried
Do
that already
and
with the Black Panthers, and what happened with them?
I-
They became public enemy number
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
Correct.
FBI is
again.
number one
Yeah.
because they weren't
Yeah.
pushing the Black family. They were pushing
Mhm.
cultural within our culture, and our community,
It got
education,
dismantled.
food programs,
Infiltrated.
medical. Like
It got
when,
infiltrated.
when Black people become too powerful, we become a threat.
We become a
I,
threat.
and I
Definitely.
understand the sentiment, I really do, but I don't necessarily believe in like monetary. Every Black person just gets $10,000
No,
right
no,
now.
me
Like
either.
that
I'm not
wouldn't
saying
help.
that.
But if we found a way to really infiltrate our youth with the power of education, I feel like that would be a very great first
Step.
a very great first step. But that's not what's happening right now. And I feel like every political season